Okay, here we go. Got my new running boards from around 2500. Sure look to be packed well. Okay, after unpacking, went ahead and made sure I had all the brackets. Make sure you have all of the nuts and bolts and locking washers and regular washers. So counted them out, separated them. Now we're getting ready to do the install. So here we're looking under. In the front, you have this tape that's covering the factory holes. Need to remove that one. Here in the center, need to remove that one. And back here towards the back, we'll need to remove that one. Okay, so here we go. You take off the factory tape. We won't need that anymore. You need to be careful and put this bolt in here. You have this little plastic sleeve. Put over it so the bolt doesn't fall into the cavity there. You can see that'll hold the bolt out as we're putting the mounting bracket in. Okay. So we take the left mounting bracket. Need to rotate the bolt so that it's in the right location. Make sure we take the lock nut and the washer. Line it up correctly. You can go ahead and hand tighten this. Take our other mounting bracket. The support. And mount it right here. Okay, we don't want to tighten it all the way, but it helps to couple of wrenches to at least get it so it's not just hanging loose. Now I use these mounting holes here. Put these on. Those are lock nuts, so they will be a little tight getting on. You'll need to use a wrench. It is a 10mm wrench. Okay. Now on to the next one. Okay, now for the center. Take off the tape. Make sure we don't lose the bolt. sure we're lined up here. Once again, hand tighten it. And hand tighten the upper bolt. Don't want to tighten anything yet because we all need to make sure it aligns well with the bottom of the mounting bracket. Now onto the rear. Now on the rear. Take off protected tape. Put our bolts in. Secured in place. Make sure it doesn't fall in. Go ahead and do the top one first so it's out of the way. Rotate it so then that lines up with the hole. We'll hand tighten them again. Don't want them too tight. So now, as you can see, we have the brackets that are temporarily in place. Still not tightened. They're all in place. Each one has 4 holes. And this is the running board's underside. If you notice, one end of the product, the holes are further away from the end by the other. I'm going to put them with the shorter distance up front, the longer distance in the back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pre-assemble all of the hex bolts with the appropriate washers and put them by each one. I won't bore you with waiting. Okay, so now I need to just carefully align this. And attach these nuts one by one. One last one. It's a back one. Now you just want to step back and visually inspect it. That sure looks level to me. And go through and tighten all the bolts. So now we just make sure all these are nice and tight. Okay, do the same for the others. You'll be almost there. Okay, now everything is tight. We're all ready for use. Now onto the other side. Okay, so we're on the passenger side now. Time to do the passenger front. Remove the tape covering our hole. We'll put the plastic retainer on it. This side's a little bit easier. We don't have all the extra brackets in the front like we do on the driver's side. There we go. Make sure it's not too tight. And I'll move on to the middle. Okay. So now we're in the center. Once again, remove the tape covering the hole. Special bolt. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and tighten it. And put on the top. Nice and loose. Okay, remember the rear mounting bracket is a little bit different. The holes are spaced differently. So I want to make sure we get the correct mounting bracket in the rear. Take our tape off. There we go. And the top. That on. Once again, hand tighten them so we can move it around. Make sure everything is level. Now get the boards on. Okay. Back again with the outside. Got these all mounted, still loose. You still need to attach the board so that it can be flat. Once again, I went ahead and put the lock washer and the washer on the hex bolts for mounting in here to the bottom of the board. So we'll get the board out and start doing the mounting. Okay, once again, I'm going to place them with the shorter on the front. See, there's a little bit more space in the back. That way it sticks back further. Plus it leaves me a little bit extra room up front to put the mud guards on. So here we go. So to save some time, moving to the back. The reason I would leave everything loose, so if we have to adjust, for fit. So again, kind of step back. Usually look at it, make sure everything lines up, and ready to tighten everything. Now to tighten everything, I'll do the same thing on all of them. There we go. Now they're all tight. Tighten the ones underneath and you'll be done. That. It's a strong support. And here we go. Here's the finished product. I like the look. And here we go. Here's the driver's side. Nice look.